everyone, it's Tara with the Cedar Rapids Public Library, and today I'll be sharing with you some book recommendations from the read-along section of Tumblebooks. Tumblebooks is the Cedar Rapids Public Library's database of animated ebooks for kids. Tumblebooks is a great resource for parents to use with their kids to keep them reading through this break from school. It also includes some educational games and National Geographic videos as well as bilingual books. If you have any trouble using Tumblebooks, you can always refer to my tutorial video that was posted on the library's Facebook page about 2 weeks ago. You can also call the library with any additional questions. So I'm going to have everyone who is following along at home navigate to Tumblebooks. So you can start on our library's main page at crlibrary.org. And then once that loads, we're going to click on the Resources and Services tab over here. And then we will scroll down to Tumblebooks, which is towards the bottom left here. So that's how you get to the main page. And then today we're going to be taking a look at read-along. So if you can click on that tab. All right. And then I do have one tip for those of you. The read-alongs include early readers and various chapter books as well as longer classics. So if we click on one and then say read online, okay. And then my tip for you is that sometimes not all of the text is going to show up on each page. So if you click on text options and then click on choosing the font to be Times, that'll allow the text to be smaller so that it'll fit better on the pages. Because otherwise, if you are clicking the play button and it's reading through, in order to read the text on the bottom of the pages, you'll have to wait until it scrolls down to that section and shows you the additional text. So that'll make more sense as you look through. But yeah, if you can't see all of the text on a page, go ahead and go to that text options and then click times for the font. But let's get started with our Tumblebook recommendations. So I'm going to go back to our main page here, the read along section. And then I'm going to click View All Titles. Okay. And the first one that we are going to look at is Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew by Carolyn King. So let's click on that. Okay, so Nancy Drew has been a mystery staple for kids since it debuted in the 60s. And this series is a great introduction to the world of Nancy Drew for young readers, especially kids ages 7 through 10. This book, Sleepover Sleuths, is the first book in the series called The Clue Crew, and it follows the well-known friends Nancy, George, and Bess as they attempt to find a missing doll that was lost after a recent sleepover. It features appealing characters and an upbeat storyline, and these books are of high interest to young mystery readers. You can find both books 1 and 3 of this series on Tumblebooks. We saw them on the page that we were on before here, but you can also click on the author's name, which will link you to all the books that Tumblebooks has that are by her. So, and as the books in this series feature separate storylines, you don't need to read them in order. So don't worry about skipping book 2 in this series as it's not owned by Tumblebooks. You can just go right to book 3 and you won't have missed anything. Okay, let's go back to the main page here and talk about another book. This book is called Timberwolf Chase by Sigmund Bauer. So if any of you have little sports fans at home, you can check out this book. It follows a peewee hockey team called the Timberwolves. Main character Johnny and his team experience the normal ups and downs of playing on a hockey team, while causing rowdy mischief and learning about teamwork. This book explores aspects of bullying, but also shows the teammates defending the child who is picked on. So content-wise, this book is suited for kids ages 7 through 9. Let's look at another recommendation called Blast to the Past. Can find it. Oh, here it is. All right. If you're looking to introduce some historical fiction chapter books to your kids, or perhaps connect what they are already learning in their history classes to some fun chapter books, then check out this series. This series is similar to the Magic Treehouse books, and these books feature a time travel component in which a group of classmates are transported back in time by their teacher in order to keep history on the right track. This book focuses on President Lincoln and the Emancipation Proclamation, so this book is called Lincoln's Legacy, the first book in the series. Another book in this series features Benjamin Franklin and is called Ben Franklin's Fame. So if we click on the authors' names, we'll see both of the books in this series here. So a great read for kids who are interested in historical fiction. All right, let's look at our last two. So you'll see a few classics here on this read-alongs page, including The Wizard of Oz, The Wind in the Willows, and Anne of Green Gables. Let's click on one of these. Sharing classics with our kids can be a great way to spend time with them while reconnecting with books that we may have read ourselves as kids. Classics usually have more complex words and content and longer sentences, so as parents, you may want to set aside time to read these books together with your kids. Try taking turns reading off a chapter out loud. And this is one of the books where, if we click Read Online, let's see if it'll show up with some of the words. Yep, see, some of the words are cut off, so that's where we can go to the text options and click Times, and then now we can see all the words on the page. Otherwise, we'd have to wait for the narrator to get to that section before it would show them. Well, thank you all for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, please comment on this video or reach out to us by phone. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.